Momentum. Two passionate and busy moms sharing their quest to achieve entrepreneurial success.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Oh, Theresa.
So happy to be back.
Yeah.
Theresa Ofstad.
Ariella Vaccarino, and we're here from
Momentum.
which is a podcast for entrepreneur moms or entrepreneur-minded moms.
Yes, or just people who want to be motivated, really.
Or if you just like to listen to us,
Yes.
why not? But my husband, hi.
You love so much.
Oh, so much.
And I love my husband.
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
Yes, we have to give them a little hello.
Yeah,
once in a
support,
while.
because they support us.
Yes, they love us being part of this partnership
Yes.
and momentum
Yeah.
group. So
you guys see us every week,
Mhm.
and thank you for so much for tuning in. But we haven't sat down to do this for maybe, what is it, 2 weeks now?
Yeah. So we had a little bit of a pause. I took a new job, which I love so much, and it really just layers into everything else I have going on right now. So I'm super excited about it. But I was training for 2 weeks, and first week in San Diego, second week in Culver City.
It was very hard on me.
Yes, we were apart, but we were texting and
Yeah.
we were trying to, keep in touch with things that we still needed to do. We still had episodes that were already recorded. We had already planned everything out in advance, but we needed to launch them. We needed to build the content. We needed to do editing still.
We did get quite ahead. We knew this was going to happen. So we batched recorded a lot. And so we knew that we may need a little extra time right now while you're starting this job.
Yeah.
Right.
And a bunch of amazing episodes of interviews of other moms, which you've already heard by now. But as we're recording this episode, we've only launched the first one, about to launch the second. So that's kind of where we are right now.
And it's a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
We're doing it early so that we can get that family time in, because we're going to have to work our schedules differently now to meet. So and we're figuring it out.
But whatever it takes, we're going to keep going and building the momentum.
Yes.
And while I was gone, I couldn't help myself. I went to Target 4 times in one week. So while I was in my Target shopping mode, I stopped and I got some gifts for Ariella that I'm going to be giving her.
Come on.
And
And
then-
I went to Ojai one day with my family and I got you something. I don't know why. I just saw something that I was missing you so much. So yeah.
It's the same for me.
Yeah.
Too. We're on the same wavelength here.
Totally.
So well, if you want, I'll open mine first because I kind of went a little overboard.
Okay, so mine is, we're gonna do it on camera. This is fun. Okay, so it's not wrapped. Okay, now I'm giving you this, and you may have seen it already, but I'm giving it to you, and then I want to tell you what my ideas of what you should do with it. Okay, so
Now
here's
exciting.
this.
Yay. Totally unexpected. I thought I was just going to give you
Just a
gifts
little
today.
something. Just a little something.
Because I missed you so much.
I just thought it was kind of nice.
Oh, look at that.
I did post a picture of it on our Facebook page.
Something about this.
Right, so it says
The best way to protect the future is to create it, by Abraham Lincoln. I love that.
So I did post that on our Facebook page. Please join it if you want to come on by. A request to join. It's a private group.
This is awesome.
Thank you. Now, the reason I got it for you, I mean, I didn't make it or anything, but I saw another one like this and it had a quote on it. And this is what I would like you, ideally, but do whatever you want. It's a free country. This is what I'd like you to do with it. And that quote was, "One good thing that happened today, journal." And I thought, like, you can have that by your bed, and just before you go to sleep every night, just one good thing that happened.
I love that.
To track that, because I know you have a million notebooks and all, but that's not what that's for.
Yeah.
They should only be filled with good things.
Good things.
Or
Inspirational
achievements,
things.
whatever. But I just thought it would be something just special for you. You just you hit it at night and you're like, yeah, I did this today, or this I made this person smile today. Whatever it is.
Thank you. Yeah. I love it. Okay, so
there
is a lot of meaning behind the gifts I got for you. And it just started, as I was telling you before we started, I started off going to Target the first day of my trip. I had, was away from home, staying in a hotel for a week. And so on my training. And so the first day I went to Target just to get a few things and ended up getting way too much. Second day went back for, forgot my pajamas.
Oh my gosh.
My pajamas. And then I bought this.
Okay.
So you can open this.
Okay, now it's not my birthday.
It's not your birthday. This was just, I was
It's
away
not a
from
holiday.
you. I saw this. I was thinking of you. This is very, very, once you open it, you'll understand.
Okay, and at this point, we were away from each other for less than a week.
Oh, yes, that was probably day 3. That was day 3 of being away from Ariella.
I was telling her that I'm like, oh, well, if momentum takes off, we can write off our gifts for each other. So we can just keep giving each other gifts and making episodes.
Exactly.
No, okay, says my friend and co-host, Ariella. Do I read it out loud or is that a thing?
Yes.
Says, don't give up. Oh, I like it. Don't give up. Don't give up. I need that.
Okay, so I'm going to just start by saying part of the reason for these gifts is because I know with us being apart, I know Ariella and me getting this job, Ariella was a little nervous and she was a little scared that this might not continue, but this is to reinforce the fact that we are never giving up. We're going to keep going and build momentum and continue this journey because it is so important.
I really appreciate that. I really do. Really appreciate it. Do I read the whole thing?
Yes,
okay.
Go for it.
Strength is not the absence of struggle. Even strong folks come up short, question themselves, navigate uncertainty, and experience hardship. Real strength is not status. It is a decision. It is looking every condition, circumstance, and conundrum in the eye and determining in this, through this, and in spite of this, I will rise. Ooh. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you, and I'm here for you. That's so awesome. Don't give up. And then from Theresa Ofstad herself, it says, we are in this together for the long run, building momentum for everyone. Us,
moms, and anyone who needs the motivation. Love, Theresa.
That's very sweet.
Yes.
This is really nice. This is really nice because it is hard without her. I will say I was flailing a little bit the last couple of weeks without her, and we'll probably end up talking about that.
Yes.
Okay.
So open that. Okay. This kind of starts the whole thing.
Oh my God.
You'll get it once you open it up.
Okay. All right. So I have.
So now you know why in my Target journey.
Okay. All right.
Kind of guess what else is in the bag.
I'm gonna be reading that. Oh. So I'm crazy about Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown, we want you as a guest so bad on our show.
You have no idea. You have no idea. Have you read this book?
No.
Okay. I bought her this book at Target on my trip. I started reading this book. And I'm telling you, Ariella, you have no idea how connected we are to her. It was meant to be. It is Bashert. I'm sorry. I have to say it. And I think I even wrote that in here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to make her read everything because I did write a lot of notes in the book to Ariella.
Oh, come on. That's
But
awesome.
I started reading it. So that's the other thing I was doing in the evenings on my trip. I was like reading this book and just the first chapter alone, I went, oh my God.
Yeah.
Everything she talks about is, I feel like we are on parallel universes and it's almost a combination of you and I. It's a combination of this show. It is so inspiring. I highly recommend everybody go and buy this book.
The Tabitha Brown, Feeding the Soul.
Feeding the Soul, because it's my business.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you. While I was reading her book, I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I took notes. I have a Tabitha Brown with the sunny little sun because she's just so sunny and special. And I mean, pages and pages of notes. I wrote down the page numbers so I could refer back to that particular quote. And there's so many things that I connected with.
She's
I'm
awesome.
going to share some of this on this episode because it's so amazing. And it's so amazing how it connects to everything we're doing. It really, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, I think we did mention briefly on another episode
that we saw her at a basketball game.
Ariella saw her at a basketball game.
I was like, oh my God.
At the moment she told me about her, I did not know who she was. However, now that I see her and read her story, I do remember seeing her. I was familiar with her. I just didn't realize I was at the time. And I did share again already on another episode that when she told me about it, I just knew there was something that I knew I needed to reach out to her and I couldn't just let this moment pass. We were at a basketball game. Ariella had already left. She was like, oh my gosh, Tabitha Brown. do you know who she is? Do you know how amazing this woman is?
Yeah.
This is the exact kind of woman we need on our show.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, who is she? And she was showing me, look at all this stuff she's done at Target. She's a vegan cook. She's just.
Yeah. She started off, I started watching her during COVID, just a reminder, on Facebook, and she was making these reels, and she was just cooking in the kitchen. She's a vegan, and she was cooking, but it wasn't like normal cooking. She would just talk to you in the camera. There was something about her. It was her personality. She would sing, she would pray, she would say something just like really positive while she was cooking, and she was making food that looked delicious to me. And so I just watched her. I mean, any reel she made, I watched it. And then all of a sudden, and I'm sure it's not all of a sudden for her, because her whole life she's probably been working at different things.
Yes, it tells you her story in the book.
But all of a sudden, it seemed that this woman took off, and she got brand deals with Target and Sunshine Spices, and she's had like a TV show, and she was just like, and just you just watch this woman just kind of blow up in the most incredible way. And it was so inspiring, and it's exactly it's my dream. Exactly. It's she took her personality doing this thing that she does, and then I was able to filter it into so many areas, which is a dream for me. So
Ariella told me about her, and after Ariella left, I had to stay because we had another group, another different team that was going to be playing. And so when her game finished, when Tabitha Brown's sons, or her husband's the coach, her son was probably playing, she was there. After the game was over, I went up to her, introduced myself. I still didn't know everything about her. All I knew is that Ariella thought she was fantastic, and she was this amazing woman.
And I was like, oh,
that she wanted to have on our show, but I wasn't going to let this opportunity pass. So I went up and I introduced myself. I told her what my co-host thought of her and how she told me all about her, and I think I'm so impressed by everything she's doing. And I said, I had a little business card that I had on me. I wrote Momentum on there, wrote Ariella's name, because of course the card had my name already. And I just gave her a compliment, and I knew in that moment I just needed to connect with her. I didn't know why, I didn't know how we were going to get her on the show, and if we'll ever get her on the show, but I truly feel in my heart, and with God's help, we will have her on the show. And she's amazing. We absolutely have to have her on. But I do want to share. Okay, so yesterday, Ariella, we saw each other at practice last night. Briefly caught each other
for the first time in very long.
Do you remember what you said to me when I said, "Okay, we're going to talk about this tomorrow"? She was talking about how I looked, and oh my gosh, your hair's flowing.
Oh, I said you look pregnant.
She said, "You look pregnant." I went, "Well, I'm not, but I am," because one of her quotes in this book, "You're pregnant with something right now. Maybe it's a dream of a family. Maybe you want to start a nonprofit.
Oh, girl.
Maybe, no nonprofit in your community. Maybe you always wanted to sing and make an album."
Wow.
That sentence right there connects the three of us.
Oh.
And there's so many more chapters, so many more things she talks about. I mean, I highlighted to the point where I'm so excited about this book. I had to go buy a second one for me.
Okay, we got to.
Even though I've already read all the way
amazing.
up to chapter 13. I'm on chapter 13 right now. I was like, I need to give this book to Ariella, and I need to go buy another one for me, because now I need to go and highlight all this stuff I was so excited about.
So if it's on Amazon, we'll put a link in our description.
Yes,
right.
But I did get this at Target. I know she's got, and I have a photo that we can include on this week's episode.
Okay, perfect.
Of me in the store with her amazing
big
display.
sign. Yeah, it's just it's crazy. So, well, that's really cool. So I'm wondering what else is in the bag.
Okay, now this one.
Okay.
I could totally.
This is for here?
Yeah. Well, this is for our patio.
Oh, that's
I went, oh my God, this would be a table runner.
Oh my God, it's like an ad for Tabitha Brown.
Yes, but it was
great.
It just reminded me of our outside patio.
You bought me all this stuff. This is amazing. Okay, see, she got a job. She's buying me things. All right,
let's see. I didn't even get paid yet. I was like, I need to get her all this stuff.
Yeah. You got me all this stuff.
I got you all this stuff.
Is it a cookbook?
Well, number one, I love you so much. Number two, I love her so much. I was crying and I was like, I am supporting two women right now. I am getting Ariella all this stuff that's going to excite her, and I'm helping support a mompreneur by buying all their stuff in the
This
Target.
I'm so excited about. And so I'm a vegetarian. I've got one son who's a vegan, and I actually I thought she was just starting off.
Yeah.
So I would text her. I mean, I would DM her all the time on Facebook, kind of as a joke, but super serious. Be like, if you ever need a taster, if you ever need tasters, right? And
so Tabitha Brown, if you're listening to this, go back to your DMs. That's Ariella.
Yeah, that's me, I'm sure. Yeah, but then all of a sudden I looked and she had like 3 million followers now, and I'm just like, okay,
Okay,
so
I'll get rid of the papers.
I might get lost in the shuffle, but you never know. Oh, this is awesome.
Little kitchen
Keep
towels.
going, almost there. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's great. Oh, we have such a nice little set.
Yes.
You bought me all of this.
Keep going.
Teresa.
Keep going. There's so much more.
What did you buy
And
me?
there's more.
Oh, this is
That
awesome.
can go on the table with all of her wonderful snacks that Ariella.
I do feed her a lot.
She feeds me a lot. I'm gonna buy her bananas today because I was
This
like,
is-
I'm always eating her bananas.
Oh, this is gonna be and you'll see when it's nice weather, we will do episodes outside at my table because it's lovely,
Yes,
and we're gonna have
yes.
all this stuff out.
This just came with it. I got
Oh.
one too.
Okay, little thing.
Taboo.
Yeah.
Tab.
Oh, that's cute.
This is Tab.
Oh my God, there's more things. This is like one of those unboxing shows.
Yes.
The Tabitha Brown unboxing show.
Yes. And
All
this one is so. It's Mr. Yummy Tummy.
It's
This
very
looks
close.
like all of her 5 dogs.
It's
All
it's
of her
totally my
5
kind of dog.
dogs look just like
I
this.
can't believe you bought all of these things. Okay. Napkins, very important.
For our
Napkins. Wow. Oh God. What's this?
a little notebook. I just kept buying everything. I'm supporting you, Tabitha. I'm like, I need to buy more.
What is this? Ooh.
Tea.
Okay. So we'll be drinking the tea.
Yes,
Oh, and I can
on
have
the patio
yes.
in the cup.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, with the table runner and the
And
napkins.
this is pretty cool.
All right, last item.
This is pretty cool.
Tris, I can't believe you bought me all this. You don't have to buy me all of these. I wanted Oh, this is gorgeous.
Look at the
Cut it your way because it's your business. I
business.
actually need a cut. You really bought me all
I
of
really
this.
bought you all
This is
this
expensive.
stuff.
It's a lot of money.
Well, it was worth it. It was worth it to support 2 very special women in my life.
Wow. I'm floored. Oh my gosh.
I just want to share a couple other things that really connects me
Amazing.
to Tabitha Brown. And
Okay.
again, I'm so excited that you even
Introduced.
saw her. You brought awareness to me
Yeah.
as to who she is. And I think I shared this with you
Yeah.
before I left. I, was thinking about her, and I think it was after we recorded our last episode,
Yeah.
which I think we briefly talked about her. And I went, I wonder if she has a podcast. So I researched
Did she?
and I pulled up Tabitha Brown podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't think she has her own. She has some stuff she does
Yeah.
with her husband on
She
YouTube.
does, she does a lot of video.
But I found this one podcast and I just clicked on it. And I started listening to it. And I didn't necessarily know who the host was initially until she started talking. She mentioned that Tabitha Brown has been on her wish list for 1 full year.
Wow.
And that she wanted to have Tabitha Brown on her show, and that her staff and team knew this, and her staff and team had seen that she was going to be at this conference or event, and made it so that this woman was able to be at the show. And she's talking about the encounter with her and her sister Priscilla.
Mhm.
And when she said her sister Priscilla and the way she was talking, it started making me think, and the woman's name is Crystal Evans. And I was just telling Ariella before I went on this trip, before I saw this episode, that one thing that really inspired me in the beginning when I created the idea of Fuller Life
Yeah.
was the artist, Anthony Evans.
Yes. Yeah. The
it's-
singer.
It's his sister is the woman who was the host of this podcast with Tabitha Brown. And I just went, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because she just played me all of these Anthony
Evans.
Evans songs the other day on the way to our little 25th annual, 25th celebration. And then she had me, she's like, you got to listen to these
You gotta
songs.
listen to these songs. There's 3 songs that connects to everything that I'm doing. And it started being in the hospital with my dad. And when I started to create the idea of Fuller Life, I was sitting with my dad. We turned the TV on. He was in the hospital. I was visiting with him, and we turned the TV on, and it was an interview of Anthony Evans. He was talking about the book and the CD that he had just released. And then he started singing. But he was talking also about how the song he was about to sing, how important it was, because what it was is that he had gone through something difficult in his life. God helped him through it. And he was experiencing something again. And the song is See You Again, saying, I want to see you again, meaning he needs help getting through this second thing that's going on in his life. And when he was singing, and also the fact that I'm sitting here with my dad. My mom had passed away several years before. And earlier that year, my husband's dad passed away. And here I am sitting with my dad, not knowing what was happening. And he ended up having kidney cancer, which he got removed and he's doing well now. But in that moment, I didn't know what to expect. And we were just sitting and listening, holding hands. And my dad and I both went, wow, this song is beautiful.
Wow.
And at the end of that song, my phone went ring, my reminder that I needed to be in a meeting in 15 minutes. That was 15 minutes away from the hospital. That was telling me I needed to take another course from Lilith Chalakian, who was our interviewee, the first interviewee. Yeah. And my alarm went off right after the song was over. And it said a reminder, I needed to be in the class. Put your dream to the test.
Wow.
And Tabitha talks about dreams. I'm telling you, full circle connections. Yeah. When you read the book, we'll have other episodes, I'm sure, to go over some of the stuff, because the connections throughout all three of us, it connects you, it connects me, it connects her. It was just so powerful when I was reading this book. And the fact that all of these little connections everywhere with this woman. So I know that she will be on this show at some point. We're still new. We're still launching. Ariella doesn't believe it yet.
It's not that I don't believe it.
It's just us little momentum.
But I'm watching her rise up. I mean, every day she has some other incredible event now. I mean, she's absolutely taken off.
Absolutely.
I mean, she was at the NAACP Awards. She is like every day on a red carpet or at something. So I know we saw her at a basketball game, but for our kids,
it was meant to be.
It was meant to be, and I hope so. And I do want to meet her. And if I don't meet her, that's okay too. But she inspires me. She inspires me of what can be done, and that you do not have to be in a box. And that's what it is about her for me. It's like she's not just a vegan cook. She's doing all these different things. It's kind of how I feel. It's like I always used to want to teach singing lessons, but I'm not just a singing teacher, and all these different things I was doing. And I wanted to teach singing to the masses, and it's what she came out to the masses. And that's what I love that about her. Yes.
So
you're going to read something?
I'm trying to read all of my notes here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just picking out a few because I don't want to spend the entire episode rereading her entire book, which I would do. But America's Mom, that's what she wants to be known as.
Yeah.
So what better show than Momentum?
Yeah.
I mean,
how do you know that what this is about?
Momentum. That's what our show is all about, is inspiring other mompreneurs. And I would love to have her on our show.
I would love to have her on our show and eat her food.
Class.
I'll do anything.
But and the other thing I want to say too, I mean, again, so many connections with reading this book, but even to the point where she worked for UPS, I worked for UPS. She worked in assisted living. That's what I do right now. Senior living. I mean, our moms, passing away, and those moments inspiring us and motivating us. I mean, we talked about that with you and I in our moms, and it's just so many connections. But one of the things that I just started making other little notes about here, she talked about to trust that God sees you and is working things out for you. She talked in her book about a moment in her life when she said she heard God say to her in that moment of her life, "This is not the life I planned for you."
Wow.
She repeats that. "This is not the life I planned for you." And that propelled her to start her acting career. For me, "Leap and the net shall appear." What that you
I mean, I didn't make it up, but it's my favorite quote. She didn't say that though.
No.
Okay, I would have lost it.
it too is when you said to me, leap and the net will appear, was a moment in my life that I knew where I was not what I was meant to do.
Oh, which I got from The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, which I always recommend that book as well. So yeah.
So you can see I'm very
Oh my
emotional right now,
gosh.
just seeing all of these connections. And
Yeah.
it's just crazy how life works. But I know
But
it's
we
meant
did
to
see
be.
her, so it could be meant to be. I mean,
Absolutely.
the-
Bashert.
the thing that
She's like, you use that word too much.
no,
But
I
this
love
whole-
it. I
this
love it.
whole divine journey
Yeah.
that I have been on has just been reconfirmed in so many ways between our connection.
See why she
and
didn't
her
wear makeup
connection,
today? It's perfect. She's
because
just
I knew I was
fine.
gonna cry.
Yeah, exactly. See, Saturday
This
morning.
is all natural.
Yes, and beautiful, and beautiful. So something I love about Tabitha Brown, which is how I try to walk my whole life. And again, I don't know her personally, because sometimes they say never
Wait
meet
till you
your
read her book.
well, sometimes you say never meet your heroes, but
no, you're gonna read her book and you're go, she's even more my hero.
yeah,
I'm telling you.
she just works out of kindness, which is so important to me.
That was
She's always talking about it, and if you're not having a good day, make sure, I'm not quoting it correctly, but she always says this thing about if you're not having a good day, make sure you don't mess up anybody else's day. Just to be a kind, good person. And she's just giving kindness. She's giving you her smile. She's giving you her love. It's exactly what I want to do for everybody in my life.
Yeah.
It's a huge part of who I am. And it just rang to me. I never know if this is her persona or if this is really who she is. But I'm just crazy about her, and I'm just, this is awesome, and I can't believe you bought me everything she's ever made.
I'm like, not quite. I did read some stuff in the store, but I almost.
Well, next time you go away,
I'll
I'll know what you're buying me. So.
But like I said, the more and more I got, I was like, oh, this is for Ariella. Oh, that's for Tabitha. Oh, and
That's awesome.
Something and grabbed another thing for the cart, which you'll see. I even took a picture of me in front of the stand, and then I took a picture of my cart, and I'm like,
yeah, it's unbelievable. They have like trucks with her pictures on it now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable what she's done.
Yeah.
Unbelievable what she's done.
Yes. And you know what? I'm gonna add the fact that this entire thing, look, sometimes you need to manifest things in our lives.
Yeah. And
taking that opportunity to just purely introduce myself and tell her to have a great day. Yeah. That's it. You're amazing. I'm Theresa Ofstad, my co-host Ariella Vaccarino. We just started a podcast. She told me all about you. I just want you to know how much you inspire other women. So inspiring. And keep doing what you're doing. And have a great day. That was it. Yeah. That was the interaction. And I didn't, always hope that maybe one day we'll have her on our show, but that's not what that moment was about. That moment was just about giving a compliment to somebody who deserved it. Absolutely. And being kind. Yeah. And watching another mom just make it. Yeah. It's just so awesome. Yeah. It could be anyone. She's a mom. I think she has 3 kids. Yeah. I mean, that's just awesome. Yeah. So manifestation, right? Right. So we also talked about on another. So let's burn the candles. Yes. We need Tabitha Brown. Oh not at all. No. Not our thing. It's not our thing. No, but manifestation. I talked before about also manifesting. Hopefully, one day getting us on Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. Oh, I love it. You're the manifester. And the other thing I manifest this week, I saw several social media posts. One of my big mentors and women that I admire so much is Sara Blakely. We talk about some of the things that she's inspired me with in the past. I learned who she was during the Rise Up Challenge. If you don't know who she is, she's the woman who created Spanx, and her whole business idea and journey is amazing. Yeah. But she is such a kind woman. She pays everything forward. I saw a past post that she had done or something where she gifted all of her employees this amazing gift, and I can't remember even what it was right at the moment, but recently she posted that every year for her birthday she takes her group of women friends that she's known forever. I don't remember how many, about a dozen women that she takes blindly on a week's vacation somewhere around the world. So it's cool. Amazing. Yeah. But just to see the post that she did and the appreciation that these women have for her, but just to, that's so kind. You get to a point where you're become successful in this world, but she's paying it forward. She's giving it to others. She's inspiring others. And so I responded to one of her posts, and I was just, again, in awe of her. And I said how much she's not just, they did this really cute video for her, a little reel that they did for her. And it was so funny. Her husband at the end, her friends are singing, "It's the most wonderful time of the year," because it's her birthday, and her birthday every year she takes her friends on this trip. They did this really cute thing for her, and at the end her husband goes, "It's the most horrible time of the year." It was so cute. They have such a great connection, the two of them. They're both very powerful people and just amazing, inspiring people. But I commented to that, and I said, you're just the most amazing woman, to be able to do all this stuff along with Tabitha Brown. You're amazing too. But I responded to, again, just giving her that compliment of, how much we admire these women that have just, they've done so many amazing things. So.
And they stay kind and they stay true.
Yes.
I mean, I even had it on a small level. I had a friend of mine who, she had a birthday, some significant birthday. I don't remember if it was 40 or what it was. And she took, because she had the means, she took this group of us to a super fancy place I would never go to since I have my 5 kids and whatever. And she paid for the whole thing, it was amazing. It was just so kind of her.
Yeah, that's exactly what she does, what she did. And so I did say in there that not only is she a most amazing, mompreneur, we would love to have her on our show. So again,
you said that?
I did, of course. These amazing women, because
you always get people to come on where I'm like, what?
Not if you don't ask, they won't know. And if we don't shout it out to the world, then they won't know.
I know you're better at that than me. You are better than that at me.
You have to want it. You have to go after it.
I never like to bug, so you're right. And there's just, you're really good at that. I mean,
it reminds me of last night when we have a friend.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
She's like, I don't like to bother my people with social media. And I go, give me your phone. I'm connecting us to Facebook.
This woman is one of my best friends. And
I'm setting up your podcast right now. And she has Apple Podcasts on her phone sitting right there. And so I was like, here, let me just like and share it and all this stuff. And Aria's like, I don't like to ask my friends. I go, who else but your best friends want to support you?
I think it also stems from the fact that, forever I have been in something that needs support, right? Because I was a singer, so I was doing a show, or I was I always needed people to come see something or come watch something or listen to something or buy tickets to. And I have 5 kids. Like, I would never, when they have those raffles for your kids team, I would never ask anyone. I will just pay for it, because I would I am not going to send my 5 children to my friends and make them think they have to buy stuff.
I do understand.
So I guess I just have that feeling like, if people find me, I'm all about it, but I don't want my personal friends. That's why I'm really not good at anything like an Amway, or I can't sell to my people. So, but it's true. I mean, if you don't let them know, they're not going to know. And even she was like, she's like, sign me up. She was, I want to listen to you guys.
Listen to you. How do I find you? How do I listen to a podcast? She just didn't know. That's why she hadn't done it yet.
I mean, I had mentioned it. So it's like, I just, if someone looks interested, I will lead them.
Yes.
But there is a line, I think we all worry about that. Yeah.
Well, this has been awesome. I'm so glad you got all your kids.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is a really cool episode, and it's a really great way for us to reconnect back. I can't wait to read all of this stuff, and
I can't wait for you to read it.
It's very interesting to see if she does end up in our lives in some way or not.
Oh, she will. I 100% truly believe that
she will. Do you hear that, Tabitha Brown?
Tabitha Brown will be connected to us in some way, whether it is as an interview on our show, or we even have some big ideas for the future. Maybe a conference or event.
Oh God.
She could be a keynote speaker. We're going to just manifest any way that we can bring Tabitha Brown into the mom mentor.
I love it.
Because as wanting to be known as America's mom, what better show than ours, right?
And just, for you guys, just go out and watch her and just see how she brings the people in. And there's so much you can learn from on your own just by watching someone like her. It's just a real talent. So thank you for my presence.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. Everybody go out and follow your dreams.
Bye-bye, mommies.
Bye.
Mom and Two passionate and busy moms sharing their quest to achieve entrepreneurial success.